Hello there. As the Lockyer Valley and Somerset Water Collaborative progresses its transformation to a formal company, the most significant piece of work at this time is the development of a term sheet with Seqwater as a precursor to a full formal water supply agreement. The negotiation would most likely see a 30-year contract with further extension options. It is both complex and detailed, but good progress is being made. And while negotiations are at a sensitive stage, I do want to report to you in broad terms about the progress and general direction of these negotiations. Central to our negotiating team is our commercial advisor, Andrew Brown. I am in attendance at each of the negotiation meetings, along with Jason Harm as the Executive Officer of the Collaborative. Prior to the commencement of negotiations, irrigators made it clear to us that one of the most important issues was to minimise the fixed charges component, with a preference for a greater emphasis on variable charges. In this regard, we have achieved significant gains, and while the final numbers are being worked through, I am hopeful that irrigators will be happy with the outcome. It is proposed that prices for water will be set annually during the scheme. As part of negotiations, we have canvassed the idea of the operations of Atkinson Dam, Lake Dyer and Lake Clarendon coming under the responsibility of Lockyer Somerset Water Company. But this is a not negotiable item and is off the table. Seqwater, to their credit, are providing an open book arrangement with negotiations and will soon provide the negotiating team with updated hydrology modelling and projections of water demand against modelled supply for southeast Queensland into the foreseeable future. Following, at times, lengthy discussions, it is now determined that any triggers impacting on availability of water to irrigators will be based on the levels of water in the whole water grid, and not just within the Wivenhoe and Somerset dams, and will be set at 5-yearly intervals when Seqwater are required to update their water security program. We are still in the process of negotiating trigger points, but with new hydrology modelling out soon, we are hopeful to have these issues nutted out prior to Christmas. The triggers are a critical part of negotiations, and they will determine the point at which water will need to be manufactured. This in turn will have a cost impact on the scheme. Although a new water security program is produced by Seqwater every 5 years, they have agreed to have mid-term reviews to look at under and over adjustments based on actual volumes and costs of manufactured water, and to ensure the scheme is based on what is happening in real life and not just on the model alone. Because of the sensitive stage of negotiations, I've had to keep this report at a high level, but I'll report to you again with a further update prior to Christmas. Speaking of which, the Collaborative will be holding an information session at 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday the 22nd of December, followed by a barbecue. A location will be advised via the website. Nice to see the recent rain, and I hope it sets you up for a great season. I'll talk with you again soon.